Ladies and gentlemen, just over a year ago, the idea of this project was discussed with me by Dr. Moti Vassell, the principal partner of Beach and Gulf Residence Limited. Having decided on the basic framework of the project, he then placed the necessary resources at my disposal to plan and organize the project towards making it a reality. The services of Williams Architecture were employed to assist in this regard. A team comprising mainly of local service providers were assembled under the management of Williams Architecture to develop the project plans to the satisfaction of the developers as well as to the Development Control and Planning Board. Consistent with their motto, it was decision with precision through the entire process by Williams Architecture. They paid attention to every detail. They were responsive in a very timely manner, and indeed, it was a pleasure to work with the team at Williams Architecture. The design team was comprised as follows: architectural design, Williams Architecture; structural engineering, Mr. Errol Douglas; air conditioning design, Mr. Edmund Truss; ICT design, Mr. Ashford Franks of Diamond Security; electrical design, Mr. Patrick Lanz; plumbing design, Mauricio Correa and Associates. The project is comprised of 6 buildings comprising 84 one-bedroom condo units. There's a common area which comprises of an office and a leisure room. There's a commune swimming pool and very beautiful landscaping. Bringing a project of this size from concept in mind to concept fully fleshed out on paper involves a tremendous amount of work and involves many persons and entities. There were some major players whom deserve special mention as follows. Our Honorable Prime Minister, who reaches out far and wide beyond the shores of our islands to establish relationships that continuously results in bringing back economic and other opportunities for the citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis. This project here today, and I can say to you the Koi project, which is next door, adjacent to us here, are direct results of those efforts of our Honorable Prime Minister. Having gotten an investor to come to our country, his or her decision to invest depends to a large extent on finding quality service providers who understand the development process and has the technical know-how to package the project to take advantage of the many and varied incentives offered by the government to attract investors. In this regard, the services of Mr. Wendell Lawrence through the offices of CGC was quite instrumental and of utmost importance. Understanding the importance of direct foreign investment to our country, the government has put in place some very creative incentive packages to attract foreign investors to St. Kitts and Nevis. These programs are managed in various government departments, and here I must make mention of Ambassador Hazel and her team at Skipper, Mistress Sherilyn Pemberton and her team at the CBI unit, Mr. Ed Mead and his team at the Development Control and Planning Board, the Ministry of Finance and Customs Department. We all know that you cannot build in the sky, not yet at least. Developments like these all start with the land. I therefore want to acknowledge the efforts of Mr. Anthony Kelsick and his fellow directors of St. Kitts Developments Limited, who were the sellers of the land. The negotiation process was an easy one, as we all flexed as was necessary to make the deal happen. Having negotiated the land deal, the next step was to employ the necessary legal services to complete the transaction. We are grateful for the professional services provided by the firms of Gonzalez Hammersmith and of Dublin and Johnson. Lastly, notwithstanding all the efforts of our Honourable Prime Minister, our knowledgeable service providers, the government's wonderful incentive programs and the like, if potential investors to our country do not like us, they will not invest here. It is for this reason that we must acknowledge the important role played by our people in making our visitors feel welcomed, safe, home away from home, and ultimately that St. Kitts and Nevis is the perfect place to invest. I want to invite you to go online to www.imperialbaysaintkitts.com to see a complete overview of the project, the layout, the designs, and the entire works. With these few words, I now call on Dr. Cyrus Motivassel, the principal partner of Beach and Gulf Residence Limited, to make some brief remarks. Thank you.